Hello and welcome to Big Sky 35 Saturday chat. Hopefully, I'll have one next week too from the National. This week, so Sunday night had Scott from Reindeer Studios, one of the most talented individuals I know. Had him on talk about Cleveland. Just had his insights on how he was doing this show because his life has definitely changed from last year, going full time into the art business, which seems like he's doing very well. I have a few of his shirts. I'm hoping to pick up a few of his cards when I get to the show. Maybe we'll see. There is a couple I do like that I almost pulled the trigger on, but we'll wait and see. Let's see what else. So Monday, me and my dad again chatting about the league. Heading into the All-Star break, he has some insight on Pete Alonso, which I didn't know about, which did make sense in his walk season. And we'll talk this week more about the All-Star break, some moves in trades and whatnot. Again, that's not cards. That is just purely baseball talk. And sometimes we talk about Clayton Clark, or we talk about football, or because Football Hall of Fame's coming up soon. We'll talk, all kinds of different stuff. But it's mostly 99% baseball, because that's where I'm at. But my dad watches everything, golf, whatever's on, he'll watch it. If they're keeping score, he's watching. Let's see what else. So Wednesday, I just didn't have after the fact. I got a little stack in. I'm just not I'm just not buying right now. I did buy a couple of things. I bought 3 cards from on eBay of David Wright. It was, I want to say, I can't remember what year, but it was like a color run of, the green, blue, and pink. And I want to say it was like triple threads or something like that from like mid 2000, like 2010s, I think. Or yeah, late 2010s, I believe. I haven't. I think it showed up on my PO boxes. So you just finally got mailed out. I've been waiting since the first week from an order from Sport Lots that I made, about 10 or 12 cards from one dealer. He said he shipped them. I haven't seen them. It's about $40 in cards. One of them was a bigger, like a $30 purchase, and the rest of them were like little 25-cent to $1 purchases. So, I hate to be out of that. I don't know. I'll wait till after the National before I put a claim in, and it might just show up, while I'm gone. I don't know. And that's it. That gets me to today. Like I said, I haven't been purchasing much. Like that David Wright was a $6.75 offer that came across. I put watches in on certain things, and for 3 cards, I thought that was a good deal. It was free shipping. I jumped on it. I made sure it wasn't digital. I have yet to be caught on that, but I've been close. I keep putting watches on, especially with the new Chrome coming out. Looked at some Chrome. I did get into a 3 case break of player break of Pete Alonso, where all cards shipped for $16 plus shipping. That includes the shipping, I should say. So I feel good about that, and I should get something out of that. If it's just color, I'll definitely get some base. I'm hoping to get some fractor or 2. So we'll see. There is a very interesting case hit in the Chrome that I've seen, and it does include a case of that Breakers Delight or whatever it's called, where it's just the inserts and hits. So that'll be interesting. That was supposed to happen today. I will probably look back and watch that. I this is my first break that I've got into like in 3 or 4 years. I'll only do all cards shipped. Before before I got to be good friends with Mike, uh, and him buying cases of Topps flagship. That's how I used to get my player run. I would get into a I find a Mets one for cheap for a case, and I get I'll get my team set that way. Uh, I have a limit. I mean, like I said, $16. I felt pretty good about that, and that's about where I'll stay. There was one that was really ridiculous. I mean, I was looking at some other player ones. Who else for the Mets? So David Wright didn't have anything, but I was looking at Frank Thomas and some of them. I think they have autographs in that Breakers Delight stuff. I was just trying to. I thought I couldn't believe it how high that stuff went. I was just like, that's ridiculous. I looked at Ronnie Marchand, which he is not even playing this year. He's blew his knee. It's his rookie card, and that one went. I don't know how much it was at 50 yesterday. I said that's not for me. So I just go searching around every once in a while when a new product comes out, and just see if I can, I try to. I don't want the Mets. I just wanted Pete Alonso, and I've heard some trade rumors this couple of days for him, which I think the Mets would be smart to trade him. Even with them being in the playoff hunt right now, they would be in the playoffs if it ended today. But I mean, Ventos is the same guy. They'll just move him from third to first, either bring up Brett Beatty or somebody else, and they can put in Iglesias over there or McNeil, or bring up Beatty back or somebody else. They picking up some young talent again this year, and they will still just be fine. So I love Pete. Don't want to see him go. He keeps saying he wanted to be a Met. If he wanted to be a Met, he would have signed the deal last year, because I don't think he's going to get a deal like that this year. And if you want to be a Met, you'd give him a home cooking like some of those Braves guys do. And I understand you want to make as much money. That's what we're all about when we go into any career. We're not there. I mean, my field are always teaching us about what we're making, so we know what we're making. And I just want to make money. That's all I'm there for. I work today and tomorrow overtime. So today is going on my Friday check coming up. So while I'm at the show, so I was trying to maximize that. And tomorrow I'll work. So no Sunday or the 2 weeks after that, I'll have a nice healthy check to bounce back from, to start refilling the coffers a little bit for the next show I go to. So that's kind of where we're at with that. With Wednesday, I just, right now I'm very, very picky. I haven't even bought. I think I bought 4 or 5 cards from Mike last week. He's just going to give them to me at the show. I think I'll see him at the show. I'm not sure. I got some cards also from Eddie Chaos Cardboard. So some awesome autographs from him for my collection. Probably nobody else would care, but you'll get to see him. So I already have some purchases that I'm picking up at the show. So I'm kind of happy about that. I just saw today that my CGC cards were received today at CGC. I'm not taking anything for CGC to it doesn't make sense for me to do that. I get it $5 cheaper by sending it in. So even with the $25 return postage, I come out way ahead sending my bulk order in than taking it to the show. Because I'd have to still, we were going to put 25 cards together, but I looked at the price and I was like, well, this makes no sense. The only way it would make sense is if I can take a card that I want to sell at the show or trade to maximize the profit to get it graded at the show. You know, maybe I got a card this last week or so that I want to flip. That would be the only way. But CGC's value is just not there to do that. That's why I'm bummed that SGC's not doing it. And my buddy Ed Wesker made a great point. You know, I think it was a little tongue in cheek maybe, but I think it's a lot of probably truth to it, that collectors probably said, hey, hold off. We're going to let PSA do it because I think SGC made such a splash last year. They don't want to take away from the PSA. And that's a great point. And also taking all your materials and the equipment to go do that. I don't know if now they got an answer to a higher power. And I don't know if that pennies on the dollar is enough to warrant that move, because they could not charge. Well, it could, but they probably wouldn't have the same outcome of $150, $125 a card. So this way, that'll drive more people to PSA maybe. And I know some people are talking about CGC. I know if you got a bigger card, like non-sports, if this was more of a non-sport type of show, I would have stuff maybe that I sell, but I don't really sell non-sport. Most of the stuff I keep because I really love that stuff. TV, movie stuff. Even a wrestling and CGC doesn't do too well. You need PSA or SGC. So, and I know I don't talk much about value. This is out of my wheelhouse, but I'm not stupid. I'm not dumb. It is part of the hobby. I embraced it a few years ago. I just don't do it as much as other people. I don't like to sell, and now I'm just trying to get rid of stuff. But I have a box full cards that I want to try to trade, do trades with at the show. At least try. We'll see what happens. So we'll try there. But last week I talked about getting ready for the show, and I showed you I priced my cards I want to trade, getting ready for as a collector, making sure I've done my homework, what I'm looking for, really trying to nail down, because if you haven't been to a huge show like this, and the National is kind of the big daddy of them all, you could get lost really quick. You can get sidetracked very quick, rabbit holes really quick. And you really want to be prepared. And if you've never been, it's hard to describe. You always want to compare it to a bigger show or the biggest show you've been to. And I can already tell you, if you've never been, the biggest show you've been to, this one will dwarf those. I haven't been to Dallas or Burbank, so I can't speak on those. So those might rival, or Toronto to the Expo. That might rival. I can't speak on those. So, but I'm pretty sure this one's still bigger than those. It's the granddaddy of them all. It's the destination of destination shows. So this week I want to talk on being a YouTuber. Somebody wants to get some videos out. I've gone with well intentions in the past, and we know what hell is paved with. So I've never done quite what I've wanted to do. I spoke last year. I had really bad back. Knock on wood, I only have one more day to work, and I'm babying my back as much as possible. Everything has been good, with it. I lost a little bit of weight since last year, so I think that's been helping. Um, so hopefully I'm going to do what I can do. So what do I mean by preparing as somebody does video or wants to take pictures for Instagram or post stuff on Facebook, any type of uh, the interweb media, is making like, okay, what electronics do I need? Okay, the phone is our basic tool now. This is universal camera, video camera, um, your yellow pages, your directions, this is your all. It's a personal computer is all it is now. It fits in your hand. So that is number one. So what did I do? I made sure I got stuff to enhance it. I got lapel mics. I got better handheld thing for it. So that'll be my main piece of equipment. I made sure I got rechargeable batteries. I couldn't find one I used to have, and one of my moves, I lost it. It's misplaced. It's probably in the bottom. I've emptied all my boxes looking for it. It's probably in this house somewhere in a drawer, or I'll find it one day. So I'm taking a laptop. I couldn't find the cord to plug it in, and sure enough, as soon as I ordered one off of eBay, I found it 20 minutes later. So now I have two. And I'm taking my laptop so I can have a little bit more flexibility in doing things. Taking the extra camera for the laptop, and my handheld stretches out to 6 feet stand. So I'm making sure that I have the things to do that what I want to do. Now it's just a matter of doing it. Now that's a different story, but I have some plans on what I want to do. So I made sure I had all that stuff ready. Everything is charged. I already packed that backpack. I have two backpacks, one for the show and one for video content, and little bit, some of it crosses over. So my stuff with my phone will go in my backpack, but it's all it is a stick and my lapel mics in case I want to interview somebody. So I'm hoping to have some content, which I know that's a dreaded C word in my part of the community, but I'm hoping to have some videos and some stuff from the show. So people that can't go, or people that can go, and for me to have a video vlog of it. I watched something from like 3 years ago, of me on a Saturday morning. I meant to have it queued up today to play it for y'all, but I don't. I might play it tomorrow night. Just how happy I was at that show. And, you know, I have that memory on video. I have that memory, but I have it on video to relive it. And I did that video for that purpose. And I just want to make sure that I keep doing things like that. And I'm just trying to up my game a little bit, come with it a little bit better. I don't want to be have an entourage with a director and a backpack with video stuff. I just want to be basic, be very down to earth. I don't need all of that. I just want to get some things across, because like I said, I think it's going to be a couple of days before I purchase anything. I'm going to be walking around really looking. Now, if I see some key things that I really want, and they're my bigger cards that I'm looking for, and once I knock those off, I can start, whatever money I have left after that, if I have any, then that's when I'll start, sitting down. And that's why I really want to wait till Saturday or Sunday to do that type of shopping, because I did so well last year on Sunday. The rest of the week just was hanging out with friends, and there's nothing. I love that too. And I hope to have some video of that. So I have some plans, and that was the biggest thing. Talking to people, seeing who's going, making sure where I'm going to be at every night, trying to maximize where I'm at when I'm there, so I'm hoping to do some interviewing. Some people I've never talked to, um, some people that maybe I talk to all the time, friends of the show, I like to call them, friends of mine. And I would love to just get a cross section of people there, and you know, like to make this a thing. I would love just set up a table and just interview people as they're walking by, just to pick people's brains on how they hobby, what they hobby, how they go about it. Do they sell, trade, how long they've been doing it? That's the stuff that interests me. And that's when you find passion. That's the passion, man. Again, my buddy at work with his driving today was talking about him in a car in his younger days, and just the passion of the story. It was great. It got me, I was all caught up into it. And that's where I'm at. I love the passion of any hobby. I love the story. Love the story. Oh, if you could tell me a story, I'll sit and listen. You got me. So that's what where I'm really at as a YouTuber, being prepared, and also just where I'm staying, who I'm staying with, and then that's where it crosses over as a collector or just a human being going to a show like this or any vacation. You know, we have a house. Where's the house? How far am I going to? Wherever I'm going. Food around there. That's important. Do we have enough bathroom? Do we have stuff for bathrooms? Do we have all that stuff? Me and all of us standing there do YouTube videos except for one. And so we were making sure where would be a best place to do videos at the house. It looks like we got a couple of different places. So that's always fun. And that's where I'm at as a person that makes videos. I don't want to say I'm a YouTuber. I said it first and it cringed when I said it, because I don't even have 700 subscribers. I'm a guy that does videos, and lucky that I have people that watch them, that are interested in it, and I'm happy that they are. But I do this for me mostly. Sunday night is for everyone, but when I do shows like this, I like to go back every once in a while and go, what was I thinking at this time in my life? Because a lot of this reflects where I'm at in my life too. So I'm very happy where I'm at in my life right now. I feel like it's been a long journey to get where I'm at. And I'm very humbled to be here. It's been not a hard struggle, but there's been some hard struggles. Friends lost along the way, friends made, and that's the way it is. And this hobby has just added another tier for me as another layer to who I am. Always been a hobbyist, but this part has really stretched, made me a better person, just because it's another layer. It makes me interact in a whole different world than where I usually used to interact. I have that world, I got this world, and it's helped me in other ways. So with that being said, I'm just excited that this is National Week. Can't wait to get on the road Tuesday. 7-hour trip, and I'll probably break it up all day long. I take medicine, and I'm 52. I pee a lot, so there'll be a lot of stops. So with that being said, I just want to say I can't wait to speak to everyone that's going there. If you see me, please come up and say hi. Let's take a picture. I like to take pictures. I missed a couple of people in the past with pictures, and I was like, oh damn. Last year I didn't take any. Year before I had pictures with everybody in the community. I'd like to get some more this year, just to keep in my album as memories, because I'll never know. This could always be my last national for whatever reason, and I would love to make sure I have the memories to go along with it. I'm hoping it's not, but you never know what life presents itself. You're never going to know when you're getting blindsided. You never know what tomorrow brings, right? So I know I'm going this year, unless something happens drastically in the next couple of days. Knock on whatever's around you. And till then, like, share, tell a friend, and subscribe if you haven't. Doesn't cost you a thing. And again, everybody have safe trip to the show. Let's have a fun time. Leave the drama at the door. And let's just have fun time in our adult playground that we invite everyone into. So until then, see ya.